Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Excuse me. So today I'm going to be doing my 1940s look. So we're pretty much going, or I'm pretty much gonna try to finish the series by next Friday. Because my last day of work is next Friday, so I'm gonna be home a lot, so I can do tutorials a lot easier. So yeah, I want to try to finish this series by next Friday, because anywhere from next Thursday to the end of the month I have more makeup coming, because I did a little makeup subscription. Alright, let's get started. So really quickly, I'm going to use my eyelash and brow wand brush. I did get new brushes, so you're gonna see some new brushes that look like this, and some colorful ones after the wedding. Kind of. Um, so this decade, the 40s, is when they're going to start having this natural brow look like what mine looks like. I have two different brow shapes, yes, I do. This is more up and down. This one's more just straight across. Whatever. And then I'm doing this just to press it down a little bit better. Now we can get to the makeup. So again, we don't have concealer on the under eye, just on the eyelid to be able to conceal everything and not using eyeshadow primer. Cause all the makeup from Snow White, after I get done with it, goes in my drawer with all my new makeup. And yeah, so you're gonna see me do some try on hauls throughout the month now, throughout the next few months. I'm just twisting it up to make sure that I have enough. So I'm gonna pretty much leave my under eyes blank today. I'm not using a new brush because the concealer brush that I have that's new. It's in my wedding makeup kit. So I'm blending this out towards my nose and down towards the end of my eyebrow. Try to get that inner corner right there. And I'm not using a damp beauty sponge. I don't know why. I'm using this one, which was in my wedding makeup kit. So I got a new sponge the other day. And I'm not doing a black eyeliner. I'm actually going to use eyeshadow as an eyeliner today. So oh, I might want to tell you, I forgot to tell you what I'm using. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. can't wait to get into cream products when we get into the 2010s and 2020s. Can't wait to do that because then I can start using my cream products up. And I have until my timer goes off for what I need to do when the timer goes off to do this tutorial. That concealer is pretty matte, so it's nice. We have 34 minutes to do this tutorial. Nice. Alright, so now I'm gonna powder. I think today I'm gonna use the bright powder. Just start using the bright powder up. And since, I don't have concealer to do on the on my under eyes, it's hard to use the bright powder right now. Hey, that worked. Because now it'll be easier to do my eye makeup. Alright, again. Alright, so I'm gonna grab both eyeshadow palettes I'm using. This is gonna be a simple eye look. So I'm gonna use this fluffy crease brush here. And once I get done with the Snow White is when we're gonna wash my brushes. I know I should wash them by now. And we're gonna use the third shade in the palette as a transition. The only reason I'm not washing them now is because there's no point in washing only half my brushes like what I'm using for actual tutorials. Because I'd leave what is in for Snow White alone for now. And that's just not fair. To me, because I'm having to use dirty brushes. Like, either way, I'm still using dirty brushes, but it's better to use all dirty brushes for now. Sorry, I know I'm usually very on top of clean brushes and using clean brushes, but for now, I'm not as picky on using clean brushes as I was before, just because of doing Snow White and getting close to Halloween. I'm making sure that this is all blended. That's what I'm doing. There you go. My face itches, sorry. So now to darken that up, I'm going into the 5th shade. Just darken it up a little bit. But anyways, got one, sorry. But yeah, the moral, or what I'm trying to say is, I'm not cleaning my brushes right now. But once Halloween's over, I will wash them, do a week off and wash them. So now I'm going to take this eye blending brush as my pack on brush. And we're going to use the 2nd shade here. Not a very intense color. There it goes. I just had to build it up. It's fine. Oh my gosh. But I am going to be making some corrections once I'm done with the whole eye look. And I'm kind of blending it into the crease too to kind of give a transition to that crease. Alright. So now I'm going into the e.l.f. Bite Size palette and this angled eyeliner brush. One of my new brushes. And this is going to be my eyeliner for today. And from pictures and references, they don't wing it out like what we're used to today. Or they didn't wing it out like what we're used to today. This is not going to be a very intense eyeliner. Just because it is eyeshadow, so it's going to be more natural. But it's okay. Natural is okay too. And I can't remember if I did a tutorial after getting the phone. I think I might have. But I did get a new phone. Alright, we really gotta hurry because now I got 25 minutes to do this tutorial before my timer goes off and I gotta do what I gotta do. So I'm gonna hurry up and do this, get the last thing done, and then clean my eyes and my face. So. And I am holding it horizontal like this here and putting it like that. I was doing the same thing over here, but it was this way. Alright, so now I'm going into the CoverGirl Eye Enhancer Shadow. And my new smudge brush, which is a lot smaller than the e.l.f. smudge brush. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Kind of make it look white up there. I don't know. That's weird. I can't tell if you can hear the bell or not, but that is Camo. She loves being up here. If I'm up here, it's about the only time she's up here. Unless my uncle scares her. Then if my uncle scares her, she comes up here for a few seconds until he moves, and then she'll go right back downstairs. And if it's bedtime, she loves bedtime. Don't you, girl? Hi, babies. Meow, meow, meow. Your nose looks swollen. I hear she got stung too. Anyways, and then I'm gonna use this shadow in my inner corner. To kind of highlight where my eyes have sunken in. Which is funny, it doesn't look as bad. In real life as it does in a mirror. like on camera, it doesn't even look like my eyes have sunken in that bad. But they have. Alright, so now I'm going into my makeup correcting pen really quickly. Just to clean up. Underneath the eye. And then I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Not too long, just because we are on a time crunch to do this tutorial. That's good. It just comes off so much easier. If I let it sit. You know what I mean? Like, it just sits better. Or just, you know, wipes better. I gotta fix my inner corner because I did kind of accidentally wipe that off. Okay. Alrighty. So now we're gonna go into primer. And the primer is the Neutrogena Prep and Correct primer. So the reason I'm doing all over the face today is because I have redness everywhere from like post acne, because I've been having an acne problem. Because I've been, I was close to starting the time I started getting acne. I know you guys didn't need to know that, but it's just my acne has been really bad lately. So this is about the only time I get acne, like pimples and stuff. Because even if I don't wash my face regularly, I don't get pimples. It's like so weird. Only time I even remotely get acne, close to having acne or do get acne. Like my pimples could be clogged bad, or my pores, sorry, my pores could be really clogged, and it doesn't matter. I just, Anyways. Alright, so now I'm going into the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter as my foundation because they did do like a light coverage scenario with powder foundation, but I don't have powder foundation, so using liquid, it stinks very bad. But hey, it looks like getting ready to be gone. Because I used to be able to go like that and stuff. Well, I twisted it around, so now it's gonna make me look like a liar, but like I could be able to put it in to the bottle and pull it out and there be product. But now, literally, I'm having to twist it. And I'm gonna kind of blend it down my neck too. And this actually works perfectly because this is like darker than my skin tone. I'm using an actual foundation brush to blend that out. But I'm kind of like stimpling it. So in the 1940s, when they would do their foundation, it would be a darker shade than their skin tone. So that's why I'm using a darker shade right now. This product really smells bad. But it's almost done, so. Alright. So we're gonna let that dry for a minute. Not too long because it's almost time for me to, you know. So we're gonna use the bake powder. And this Physicians Formula powder. We're gonna use a powder brush instead of a powder puff. So I want a light coverage, you know what I mean. which it just gave me a little more coverage, which is fine. I'm gonna have to look in my wedding makeup box. That setting brush, my setting brush, should not be in there. It looks like it is. Looks like it is in there. It shouldn't be. Alright. Alright. So now I'm gonna use a little bit of bronzer to contour. And yes, holy crap, look at that. Got a dent in it. Now if only we could get a dent in the blush. Well, actually, there's some makeup in that Snow White makeup that has to go in here. So I can finish it up. But any of the new makeup that's in that bag will go in that drawer. Alright, so now time for blush. Like I said, it's the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. Like I said, now if only I could get this. in this blush, and both blushes actually, I would be happy. Because we only have 2 months left to use up all this makeup. And like I said, whatever I don't use up will be tried to use up next year with all my other products. So I'll just have more makeup to try to use up next year. So now I'm going to use a lip defining brush to apply the Wet n Wild lip mousse. This is just to make sure it doesn't go on too thick. Now there's some products that I'm not going to worry about doing this with. Some lip products. It's not a very vibrant lip look, but it looks fine. And now the Stay All Night. I know they probably didn't do this back then, but it's just, I do it just to make sure my makeup really stays. Especially if you're wearing this to like a 40s party, you're gonna want to make sure your makeup really stays. Alright, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.